200 meters down, about 650 feet, the last useful sunlight gives out, and the largest habitat on Earth begins. Open water, no floor in reach, no light, and very little food. An animal lives there that answers the darkness directly. It fishes with a lamp of its own. The deep-sea anglerfishes are a group of more than 150 species, and the one that has come to stand for them all is the humpback anglerfish, Melanostis johnsoni. Named in 1864 in the Great Victorian era of dredging and describing, its genus name means black whale. The name promises a leviathan. The fish that carries it would sit in a cupped hand. A female is around the length of a pencil, and the male is smaller than a fingertip. Almost everything written about the anglerfish describes the female, because in this family the two sexes lead lives so different they barely seem to belong to one animal. The famous feature comes first. The lure is a fin ray, the foremost spine of the dorsal fin, migrated forward through evolutionary time until it hangs over the mouth like a rod over a pool. At its tip sits a small bulb of tissue, and the light inside it is not the fish's own chemistry. The bulb houses colonies of luminous bacteria, which the fish shelters and feeds, and whose glow it carries like a borrowed flame. The fish hangs still in the dark water, body black enough to vanish, and moves only the light, a slow wiggle, the imitation of something small and edible in trouble. Whatever comes to investigate sees nothing behind the glow until the jaws close. Those jaws explain the rest of the body. In water this empty, a predator may wait a long time between meals, and so it cannot afford to be particular about size. The female's mouth takes up most of her head. Her teeth slant inward so that what enters does not leave. Her skin is loose and her stomach elastic, and she can swallow and hold prey longer than her own body. It is not greed, it is storage. In a famine country, the rule is simple. Whatever arrives is the budget, and nothing that arrives can be wasted. The same arithmetic governs the male, and this is the strangest page in the family's natural history. A male anglerfish hatches into open water where the nearest female of his species may be a great distance away in any direction, in the dark. His body is built for one search, enlarged nostrils that follow her scent, eyes tuned to the signature of her light. When he finds her, he bites and holds. In some anglerfish species, the attachment is temporary. He fertilizes her eggs and lets go. But in others, the attachment becomes permanent in the fullest sense. His skin grows into hers. Their blood vessels join. He gives up feeding for himself entirely, sustained by her circulation, and from then on the female carries her mate as a small, permanent fixture of her own body. Genetic work published in 2020 showed what this costs. The fusing species have shut down much of the adaptive immune system, the machinery that would normally reject foreign tissue, because no ordinary immune system would tolerate another body grafted onto its own. The fish traded a defense for a guarantee. A mate, once found, can never be lost again. It is easy to read all of this as nightmare, and the anglerfish has spent a century filling that role in print. Read it instead as a ledger. A lamp because food will not be found by searching. A vast mouth because no meal can be refused. A fused mate because the search for a second one might never succeed. Every celebrated oddity of this animal is a budget line in an economy where light, food, and company are the three scarcest goods in the world. The living animal has almost never been watched at home. In 2014, a research submersible in the Monterey Bay Canyon, off California, recorded a humpback anglerfish in open water some 600 meters down. It was drifting, lure forward, patient, one of the very few times this species has been seen alive at depth rather than lifted, dying in a net. The deep sea keeps its residents the way it keeps its light, thinly spread and hard-won. Somewhere below the last blue, in water that has never seen the sun, a point of light is moving slowly, and behind it hangs the animal that owns it, dark, still, and balancing its accounts.